Hey YouTube, Joker Stunt TCG here with James. He took first place, 6 rounds, and then they played 3 more rounds after that at the OTS. James is playing Blue Eyes Goo. James, go ahead and show us your deck profile and let us know what's up.
Alright, so to start, for the Blue Eyes portion, we have, of course, the 3 Sage, the 3 Maiden, because it feels like you need to have that whenever you play the deck. 2 Blue Eyes. I've seen that some decks run 1, some run 3, 2, but the average 2 is good. And we are doing the Primite engine, so we do the 3 of Primite Dragon Aether Barrel. So as far as the hand trap, because I am very hand trap heavy in the deck, I do 3 Droll, because I do think that being able to cut off Ryzil is really good, especially in the mirror match for Blue Eyes. We run the 3 effect together because it does work with the Blue Eyes engine. 3 Ash, 2 Nib. Personal preference, I don't really like to run 3 in the build. The Fuo, and 1 Magnamut. Since Magnamut does help you get to the Ethers, it can help you get to Blue Eyes as part of the Primite package. That way you can make your Drill Beam live. So that is it when it comes to the monster portion of the deck. As far as anything I would change, there is nothing I would change for the monster portion. Now for the spells, we are on 3 Lordly Loads, 2 Drill Beam, because I feel like if I play against a deck like Malice, which loves to banish from the field, they love to banish from the graveyard, if they take out 1 Drill Beam, the rest of the deck becomes, or the rest of the engine kind of falls apart. So I figure having 2 helps, and you could also cycle through it. If you have Aether Barrel on the field, you have 1 in the hand, 1 in the graveyard, you set the other one back on. We have the 1 Mausoleum, because it's the brick. We run 3 Wishes. I kind of would want to cut Wishes down to 2 if I could, because I am not running many targets for the Blue Eyes. 1 Roar, because it does get you the Blue Eyes from the deck and can bring it back from the banish. And then 2 Talents, because being able to just hand rip when it's still a very hand trap heavy format is really good for this deck. So that is it for spells and monsters. Now, as for the traps, 3 Imperm, because of course, why not? 2 Purge. I know some decks like 3. 3 isn't terrible. I just feel like on top of everything else in the deck, a 3rd one isn't going to do too much. Plus, being able to recycle it off a Tyrant Dragon is perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine to run 2. The 1 Majesty, because Majesty just being able to non-target pop your opponent's stuff can help in the grind game. And then the 1 True Light, because of course you have to run at least 1 in the Blue Eyes build. So that is it for the main deck. As for the side, not side, extra, excuse me. We have the 2 Spirit. I don't think you need more than 2, because among other cards, you're going to be able to recycle those. The 1 Lina, I actually want to give a shout out to my friend Joe for this, because the thought process behind Lina is if you're playing the mirror match, you can grab something from their graveyard. If you nib your opponent, you can put the token in attack mode as long as it's not lethal and you're able to make Lina using the nib token and another monster. You can crash the Lina, search for Maiden, and be able to activate True Light if you don't have it already and continue to do your engine and get access to the Blue Eyes engine. We have 1 SP Little Knight. SP could be cut. I don't go into it as much as I used to, but I still think it's a really good card. Spears, because Spears just being able to bounce is insane. 2 Tyrant. It did come up actually against Ryzil in the last round, where I had to attach 1 Tyrant to Blue Eyes in order to tribute to go for the other. So just having that access in the grind game to 2 really helps. The 1 Neos. 1 Lightstorm Dragon, because it does help with the pop. Also helps in the case of Drill Beam, where if I summon off a Spirit, it'll pop, and if I have a Drill Beam in the graveyard, I can bring it back, and it'll be live with Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field. Cosmic Blazer and Ultimate Spirit and Crimson Dragon for 2 more of the synchros. Gonna be honest, Cosmic Blazer did not come up at all along with Crimson Dragon. My opponents did not give me the ability to go into that engine, but Ultimate did come up a lot, and it between stopping my opponents from banishing from my grave via Bysteals, and also just using the negate. The 2 Spirit Dragon, because it's a really good card. I wouldn't put it at 3, I think 2 is perfectly fine. And the 1 Typhon came up quite a bit against Ryziel. In fact, one Ryziel player I played against made Zeus, and it stopped them from wiping my boards. And then as for the side, Super Elia, because every deck will always normal summon from the hand at least 1 point. Meows, though Meows actually did not come up at all that I can recall. Prilia came up more than that one did. 3 Lancia, because of Malice, you have to be prepared for it. I saw one Malice player during the event, played against him, did not actually see the Lancia at all. As far as spells in the side, we have 2 Lightning Storm and 1 Duster, primarily for back row hate, for Ryziel, in some cases Malice, and for the mirror match. And also in the case of Malice, if they had a really weak end board for their back row, I would just use it to wipe out their link monsters. Thrust, so I can go into these or go into Wishes. This did not actually come up at all, didn't see it, but I thought it would be nice just in case. Prosperity was a day of decision, just so I can dig for the Solemn Judgments. The one time I actually did have to use it, I didn't dig for Solemn, I digged for Ash, which cut off Ryziel from being able to go into and use Ice Ryziel's effects, and that actually helped get the game in the final game. So, yeah, as far as the main deck inside, there isn't really much I would change. If I were to change anything, maybe cut Thrust. I'm not really sure what I might cut it for another Stormy monster. But otherwise, I do think that the deck is pretty solid as is. It didn't feel like it ever really bricked at all.
Alright, cool. Well, thanks, James, for your deck profile. I'm glad you took first place at the OTS. Well, till next time, Joker TCG signing out.